What's up, guys? We are back with some more Pokemon Unbound Insane mode, of course. This is the post game, and in this video, we're going to rematch Galavan, who is the 5th gym leader. But this time around, Galavan's team has vastly improved. He has a full team of legendaries. That's right, he's going to lead with Necrozma, Dustmane, and Majerna. We're going to counter it with some heavy hitters of our own, and we lead with our top percent Raticate and Incineroar too, I guess. The conditions of this battle are the same as the first go-around. We are fighting under electric terrain, and all steel and electric type Pokemon are levitating, which means they are unaffected by ground type moves. And Galavan uses all steel and electric types, so getting rid of their biggest weakness makes this battle insanely hard. Turn 1, here we go. We go for the fake out on Majerna. It doesn't deal much damage, but we need to flinch him this turn. We cannot afford to take 2 attacks. Necrozma attacks with a Photon Geyser, its signature move, and you gotta love the animations in this game. He's gonna target Raticate, but of course, as you can probably guess, we hang on with the Focus Sash. We click Endeavor, and Necrozma is going to be dropped down to 1 HP, exactly what we were going for here, and that's why we needed to flinch the Majerna, because it likes to go for Electric Web, which would have taken out Raticate and not allowed us to get off that Endeavor. But Galavan says not today. He is not a fan of those fear strats and switches out Necrozma for Heatran. Shiny Heatran, actually, and a lot of his Pokemon are shiny, which is pretty cool. Sucker Punch fails, and unfortunately, Necrozma will live to see another day. However, Raticate will not, as Majerna gets off the Electric Web, and Raticate goes down. And whenever any Pokemon on the field gets knocked out, Majerna's Soul Heart ability is going to boost its special attack. This thing can be really dangerous, and that's why it's so important to take it out as soon as possible. We go for the Flare Blitz, boosted by the Fire Gem, and the Fire Gem is so important because without it, we would not be able to take this thing out in one shot. Majerna is insanely bulky, and even Life Orb Incineroar doesn't deal enough damage to one-shot it. We need that Fire Gem there. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, remember to click the like button. It helps the video out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing to the channel to see more Pokemon content like this. Next, we're going to bring out our beloved starter Garchomp as Galavan sends out the legendary Zygarde. And this Zygarde is super dangerous. He has the Power Construct ability, so we cannot afford to let him transform, and he also likes to set up by using Coil. But unfortunately, Zygarde's going to have to wait because we have to deal with this Heatran first. Heatran is only weak to water and fighting. We don't have any water moves, and our only Pokemon that know fighting type moves are Garchomp and Incineroar, so we've got to take care of this Heatran now while we have the chance. First, we attack with Brick Break, but it is weakened by the Chople Berry. Heatran retaliates with the Heat Wave. We won't take too much damage, but if Garchomp gets burned, we are in trouble. Zygarde goes for the Coil. He starts to set up, and we cannot let him do that too much. This thing's going to get really dangerous really quick. We attack with the second Brick Break, and this time without a Chople Berry, Heatran takes much more damage, but it's still not enough to take it out. However, Garchomp is the fastest Pokemon on the field. We click Brick Break for a 3rd time, and Heatran finally goes down. By focusing down Heatran, we allowed Zygarde to set up coils, so let's hope we don't get too punished for it. Zygarde attacks with 1,000 arrows, its signature move, and this is gonna hurt. Garchomp should be fine, but Incineroar being weak to ground is gonna go down. Unfortunate, Incineroar being one of our heavy hitters, but he did his job in dealing with the Majerna. Next, Galavan brings out the Tapu Fini, and we need someone to deal with this Zygarde ASAP, so we bring out Weavile next. Weavile is so important to have here. I was struggling to deal with this Zygarde. It was a last-minute change to the team. It was so important that we get an Ice type. And Tapu Fini's Electric Seed is going to boost its defense under electric terrain. So we're going to target Zygarde with the Z move here, but first things first, we need to get Garchomp out of there and switch him for Magnezone. We're predicting either an Ice or a Fairy type move out of the Tapu Fini. And Magnezone is just the perfect counter for Tapu Fini. But Weavile's going to move first. We power up with Z move and unleash the Sub-Zero Slammer. And this is a bit overkill. However, Ice Punch does not deal enough damage to one-shot, especially after a Coil, and Triple Axle with the low accuracy is too risky. And it's so important we take this thing out in one shot, because if it survives on below 50% health, it transforms into its final form with Power Construct ability, and that is super dangerous. So Zygarde goes down, and Tapu Fini goes for the Icy Wind, as we predicted, the Ice-type move, and we made a good switch, getting Garchomp out of there. He would not have fared well against that Icy Wind. We do tank the damage pretty well, but our speed is going to be lowered, and Magnezone's Sturdy is also going to be broken. So this is a bit unfortunate, and Manectric is going to come out next. And Manectric is the only non-legendary that Galavan has in this fight. He has 5 legendaries. However, Manectric is his Mega. He's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, and especially after the speed drop from the Icy Wind, Manectric is definitely going to be faster than Weavile here. He gets off the Intimidate, unfortunate for Weavile being a physical attacker, and he is also going to outspeed us. Mega Manectric loves to Volt Switch in and out, really getting a lot of use out of that Intimidate ability. Weavile takes some big damage, being pretty frail. Necrozma comes out next, and Tapu Fini goes for the Nature's Mad. Kind of a misplay here. Nature's Mad always deals 50% HP, and fortunately for us, Weavile hangs on just in time to get off the Ice Punch, and Necrozma goes down. The Ice Punch was intended for Manectric, but we're going to have to deal with that Necrozma sooner or later, so we'll take it. It's Magnezone's turn to attack, and it's time to deal with this Tapu Fini. We fire off the huge Electric Gem boosted Discharge. Weavile's going to get caught up in the collateral damage, but Tapu Fini goes down in one shot. And cue the music. We all know what that means. Galavan is down to his last Pokemon. We've still got a fully healthy Aegislash in the back as Galavan sends out Mega Manectric one last time. We're going to bring Garchomp back out to play. Mega Manectric's Intimidate is going to lower our attack. Unfortunate for Garchomp, but it's not a big deal. We've got him down to the 3v1 at this point, and Mega Manectric has nowhere to run. Now, there's not too much he can do here. He does know Flamethrower to take out Magnezone, so we're going to try to Mirror Coat, but of course he targets the Garchomp. But he takes it like a champ. We don't get burned and retaliate with the Outrage. It's going to deal big damage, but thanks to the Intimidate, Manectric is able to hang on. It doesn't really matter what we do with Magnezone here, but of course on the turn that we don't use a Mirror Coat, Manectric's going to target Magnezone with the Flamethrower. Magnezone survives, and one more Outrage from Garchomp is going to finish the job. And that's GG, Gym Leader Galavan, post-game rematch. Let's go. This was a super fun one, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.